Chuck Schumer did not show up for his own town hall because he's afraid of actually facing his constituents about what a horrible leader he is. So here's we're showing you video of it when we left. Here's another woman getting up to give her peace of mind to Chuck Schumer at the town hall that he didn't show up for.
Hi. So first of all, I think a lot of us are feeling desperate and worried, and we're wondering why we're not seeing more power in our Democrats speaking out. It's really upset the way Schumer and Pelosi went after Maxine Waters. And I think a lot of
She just made a great point. Maxine Waters called for the public harassment verbally of the Trump's cabinet picks because over the separation of babies from their mother and the horrible treatment of the immigrants that Trump has ramped up. And now, whether you agree or disagree with that, that's one thing. But the bigger story is that immediately Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi came out and condemned Maxine Waters. Now, what wouldn't happen is Republicans doing that to someone of their own. They'll never do that. And why? Because there's nothing to gain from it. Nothing to gain. Chuck Schumer gains nothing. Do you think when Chuck Schumer comes out and castigates Maxine Waters for doing that the Republicans are going to go, oh, thanks now, Chuck. Now we'll be reasonable with you. Now we'll let Barack Obama appoint his Supreme Court nominee? No. You get nothing for it. All it shows is that you're weak and you're spineless and you'll roll over for nothing with no payment. Just like you rolled over on DACA, you got nothing for DACA. Same thing he got for castigating Maxine Waters. You gained nothing by doing that. It's a stupid political move, but it's why Chuck was chosen by Wall Street, because he's stupid and weak. That's why they chose Chuck Schumer. Because he's the opposite of a leader. So that's the point she was making right there. Now back to this woman's speech.
Senators and asking if there's been any effort to put pressure on Dore, Jeff Flake, Senator McCain to maybe flip parties so that we could get control earlier and put a check on this president, because clearly they realize that there needs to be a check on the president. So I would like to know if there's been any effort whatsoever to try to flip some seats of the senators that are sitting and leaving.
So her question is, hey, have you been pressuring Senator Corker, who's leaving? Have you been pressuring Senator McCain, who's dying? Have you been pressuring anybody to flip? They just need one senator to flip. That's all they need. And it doesn't look like they're getting it. She wants to know if Chuck Schumer is pressuring these people.
Well, you know what? I love these constituents who are speaking up. I mean, they're making great points.
Yes.
The point about not whipping your own senators, fantastic point. And then this woman's making even a better point, I think. Why don't we ever get those guys to cross line? I mean, we have Manchin and Heidi Heitkamp and these guys always crossing to help the Republicans. We can't get a single Republican to cross over to the right side on an important issue like the Supreme Court. That's pathetic.
I agree, right?
Yeah, except because
where's the leadership?
Because they whip their votes.
Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah. So I wanted to show you this. There's an African-American woman who gives a speech.
As the leader of the Democrats, explain why you aren't doing more to support women, particularly Black women who are running for Congress.
She's getting cheers immediately. Hey, how come you're not doing more to support African-American women running for Congress? Why aren't you doing more to support women running for Congress? It's a great point.
We are the backbone of the Democratic Party and have been instrumental in winning key districts in Alabama, Virginia, and 94% of us, including myself, voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016. Describe your efforts to mobilize and reach out to Black voters. And will you and the DCCC commit to endorsing and financially supporting non-establishment women with their upcoming elections?
So she asks point blank, What are you doing to reach out to African American women and support them?
Well, he did reach out to Maxine Waters and Castigator.
And Castigator, yeah. So that's another question he doesn't want to answer, because you know what his answer is? Nothing. I'm doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. I will castigate Maxine Waters. I'll do that. Is there anything else you need me to do for African Americans? Huh? Do you want me to cut taxes for millionaires again? I can help. Do you want me to give more money to the Pentagon? Is that what African American women want? We can do that. Do you want us to deregulate Wall Street again? Is that what African American want? I'm listening. What do African American women want? I'm Chuck Schumer. What do they want? Do they want another corporate friendly giveaway for a healthcare plan? What do they want? So that's what's happening at Chuck Schumer's town hall when Chuck Schumer isn't there. So this is why people who wag their finger at you for not voting for Democrats anymore, for not practicing the lesser of two evil voting, that's why those people are assholes. That's why those people are the ones responsible for Trump, because that's what gave us Trump. Voting for the lesser of two evils since 1980 is what gave us Trump. Mike Dukakis, Bill Clinton, goddamn Al Gore, John Kerry, the warmonger, Hillary frickin' Clinton, Barack Obama, who at 8 years then lost the presidency to Trump. That's what an effective lefty he was. Barack Obama didn't do anything. He prepared the space for Donald Trump. He made it possible by by legislating like a moderate Republican. Now, that's beyond a debate that Barack Obama legislated as a moderate Republican. That's not even up for debate because he admitted it.
Yeah, and to that point, Jimmy, 10% of people who voted for Obama voted for Trump in 2016. And 10%. And what about? So that's like a 20% swing, because it's not like you just lost the 10%. They went to the other side.
Right.
So that's a 20% swing. So when I hear people criticize third-party voters, right? Jill Stein, I think, got 3 million votes like throughout the whole country. Just the 10% is about 6 million votes, because Obama got about 65 million. So 10% of that 6 million votes away from the Democrats to the Republicans. That's a huge swing. That's the reason why Trump won.
Well, I think that might be one of the
reasons.
One of the reasons. I think the big reason was that the failure of Hillary Clinton to get those Bernie Sanders supporters to vote for her. That's her fault. It's not those voters' faults. You're not really saying that it's the voters' fault.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Because I was about to kick you off the show.
No. The point is, I'm buttressing your point that Barack Obama, had he legislated not as a moderate Republican, those people would have supported the party, but they left the party and supported the other side because they felt abandoned by them. Right. That's the point.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed this clip. There's a whole hour and a half of aggressive progressives waiting for you at the Young Turks Network. Become a member and get access to all the content.